Hey folks, I'm back. Somehow I accidentally just pressed the button. I kind of hit the button with my right whiteboard, and it stopped recording. So this is video part two. Okay. So we have lire to read. All right. Je lis, tu lis, il lit, elle lit, nous lisons, vous lisez, ils lisent, elle lise. And the only time that T would be pronounced is if you were to do something like what are they reading? All right. Let me just show you that real quickly. Que lisent-ils? So by using inversion this way, um, what are they reading? Let's try, guys. Que lisent-ils? This is sort of an old-fashioned way of saying it, though. Like not many French people would actually really say it this way. But if they were que lisent-ils, the T would carry over here, and then it would no longer be silent. But usually 99% of the time, this would just be silent. Il lise, elle lise. Okay? In other words, like you pronounce the L-I-S-E, but the N and the T would be silent. Okay? So have a look at page 98. All right, we have deer. We'll just run through those. I'm assuming everyone has your books open. So let's run through these ones too. Dire, okay. All right, I tell the truth. Je dis la vérité. All right, this is a good word for us to know. I talked to you guys a little bit about the Latin word veritas. Okay, I think it's Yale, where their motto in Latin is Lux et Veritas, L-U-X, right? Light and truth, veritas. So we have la vérité. You see how French, being a Romance language, descended from Latin. So I think this is a good word for people to know. La vérité. Okay? La vérité. So je dis la vérité. Okay? I tell the truth. You'd say je suis sincère. Je dis la vérité. All right, le docteur Fauci. Okay, Dr. Fauci, I think he's very truthful. He's telling the American people the truth as far as he knows it. So I would say il dit la vérité, right? So I tell the truth. Try guess. Je dis la vérité. When I say the coronavirus is dangerous, we should be very careful and protect ourselves, protect our family and our community by staying home. Je dis la vérité, d'accord? Don't go out unless you need to. Je dis la vérité, d'accord? Anyway, all right, back to deer. Let's try everybody. Je dis. Okay, repeat. Je dis. Tu dis. Il dit. Elle dit. What do we notice? SST, right? So je dis. Tu dis. Il dit. Elle dit. Third person singular. DIT, right? And then we say nous disons, just like we read nous lisons, right? Nous disons. However, the vous form is kind of irregular, okay? This one's going to be pronounced differently. Vous dites, répétez, vous dites. Vous dites la vérité. You say or you tell. D'accord? This one is irregular. Try to video vous dites. D-I-T-E-S. Vous dites la vérité. Okay? And finally, they say, ils disent la vérité. D'accord? Okay, très bien. Now we have écrire. So you have apostrophe, J apostrophe, J apostrophe. J'écris une lettre. Okay, this could mean I'm writing a letter right now. Maintenant. J'écris beaucoup d'emails. J'écris beaucoup de messages sur Facebook. Okay, so the J apostrophe, right? Try to j'écris une lettre. Again, this could mean I'm writing a letter now, or in general, I write a letter. D'accord? Or j'écris beaucoup de lettres. I write a lot of letters. D'accord? Or beaucoup de messages. So let's run through it. Have a look at 98. Okay. J'écris. Tu écris. Il écrit. Elle écrit. You probably guessed what I'm going to say. SST, right? J'écris. Tu écris. Il écrit. Elle écrit. D'accord? Nous écrivons. Notice the accent aigu, right? The sharp E, the sharp accent over the E, accent aigu. Everybody try it. J'écris. J'écris, tu écris, il écrit. Nous écrivons. Let's carry the S over. Try guys. Nous écrivons. Vous écrivez. With the liaison. And they write. Ils écrivent or elles écrivent. This one is a little bit irregular. Again, the ENT is kind of silent there, generally. But they write. Ils écrivent, elles écrivent. D'accord? All right, let's have a look at page 99. All right, we talked a lot about this in class on Zoom. Again, if you're still struggling with Zoom, please email me or call me, and I will walk you through it. It's not that hard to set up. I think that in this day and age, almost everybody has access to some kind of Wi-Fi or at least a smartphone so you could join us on Zoom, I hope. Okay. Anyway, if you're struggling with that, please let me know. All right, we have poli, which is polite. How would you say politely? Elle parle poliment avec ses professeurs. Okay, so politely. Et vous parlez poliment avec vos professeurs. D'accord? Poliment. If you have a word like vrai, which is true, truly would be, what do you think? It ends in a vowel. Truly, vraiment. Oui, répétez, vraiment. D'accord. Le coronavirus est vraiment dangereux. The coronavirus is truly or really dangerous, okay? It is truly dangerous. C'est vraiment dangereux. Il faut faire attention, okay? So you have to be very careful because it is vraiment dangereux, okay? So again, if something ends in a vowel, you're just going to leave it as is and add your MENT, add your suffix. The MENT, again, folks, is like the LY in English, okay? Even something like active, here it ends in a vowel as well. Active, how would you say actively? Comment dit-on actively? That's right, activement. D'accord? Répétez, activement. Activement. D'accord. Okay, now, if you want to say something like seriously or happily or whatever, we have heureux, and then we have heureusement, right? Or we have sérieux. In the class, I used the example of Judge Judy. All right, so we have this word serious, right? Try everybody. Sérieux. And then seriously. Try everybody. Sérieusement. Sérieusement. Judge Judy, elle est sérieuse. Here's an adjective. We're making the adjective feminine, right? Elle est sérieuse. And how does she speak with the people in her courtroom? Elle parle sérieusement. Seriously, right? In a serious manner, seriously. So an adverb, remember folks, adverbs describe how an action is being done. So seriously, right? Sérieusement. Elle parle sérieusement avec les gens. Okay? Très bien. All right. We have active, activement. Oui. So we went through the feminine form for that. Okay? Now, what happens, of course, if you have something ending in ENT or ANT? We hold these truths to be super obvious. No, we hold these truths to be self-evident. All right, évident. Répétez, évident. This means obvious or evident. Okay? If you want to say obviously, évidemment. Évidemment. D'accord? So what we do, if you have ends in ENT, you drop your N, you drop your T, keep your E, and you add MMENT. So once again, you drop your N, drop your T, keep the E, and add MMENT. Évidemment. Okay? In a similar fashion, if you have patient, patient, and a lot of cognates between French and English. Patient, patiently, patiemment. How are we waiting for the virus to end? Patiemment, I hope. Okay? Répétez. Patiemment. Patiemment. D'accord. Très bien. Constant. Constant. The same word, except it's pronounced totally differently, right? Constant. Constant. How do we get to constantly? Constamment. Voila. Répétez. Constamment. So you keep the A, and then you add M-M-E-N-T. Constamment. Okay? Constamment. Très bien. What is my French like? Hopefully courant. Flowing like a current. Okay? How do I speak it? Couramment. Je parle couramment le français, I hope. Okay? Couramment. Je parle couramment le français. You could say le prof, il parle couramment le français. Let's use Hero as an example in our class. Il parle couramment le français et il parle couramment le Swahili. Okay? Now, if someone accuses him of not speaking the language fluently and you want to disagree, Like if someone says, "Oh, Hiro, il ne parle pas couramment le Swahili," you might contradict them and you might say, si, il parle couramment. Okay? Normally, folks, yes would be oui, OUI, right? Normally oui. But if you're contradicting someone, and especially if they're contradicting a negative statement, so it's like saying, like, yes, he does. Si. You see how we did that? Hiro ne parle pas couramment le français. Si, il parle couramment. Il parle très couramment. D'accord? I guess très is technically an adverb there as well. T-R-E-S. Don't forget the accent grave. Très for very. We have some other irregular adverbs. If you want to say, in English, you could say Beyonce dances good, but technically you should say she dances well. How do we say it, everybody? Elle chante bien, elle danse bien. D'accord? She dances well. This is your adverb here. It is an irregular adverb. Okay, from bon, we get to bien. Elle danse bien. She dances well. Mauvais becomes mal. Okay? Je danse mal. I am a bad dancer. So you can say, mon professeur, il danse mal. And then we have gentil. This is kind of a very irregular, strange one. Gentiment, gently or nicely. Try everybody, gentiment. For some reason, we drop the LLE there, and it just becomes gentiment. All right? Try everybody, gentiment. I did not put that one on the test, but, covering it here could technically be on the final. Okay? We also have vite, which is quickly. Michael Phelps nage vite. Nager is to swim, so he swims quickly, right? Il nage vite. Répétez classe, il nage vite. He swims really fast. Il nage très vite. Or rapide. How do you think you get to rapidly? That's right. Just add your MENT. Il nage rapidement. D'accord? Il nage rapidement. Très bien. Il fait de la natation. So he does it as a sport or as an activity, right? Il fait, F-A-I-T, F-A-I-T. Il fait de la natation. Il nage vite. Il nage rapidement. Très bien. Michael Phelps, again, an Olympic swimmer, in case you didn't know that. All right, folks. Some other grammar points for this chapter. The rest of it's just vocab, which you can kind of do on your own. Let me see if there's another grammar I have to go over. I think that's pretty much it. The vocabulary you can study on your own. We've done it a lot in class. Oh yeah, depuis. Let's talk about depuis. How long has something been going on? Okay, je parle français depuis 30 ans. If I tell you, je parle français depuis 30 ans, have a look at page 96. Okay, if you want to find out how long something has been going on. Use the present tense. Someone can say, depuis combien de temps? How long has something been going on? Okay. Depuis combien de temps? Literally, since how much time? Okay, now of course in English we'd say, like, how long has that been going on, right? Depuis combien de temps? Okay, depuis combien de temps vous parlez français? If you only started learning French in January, 3 months ago, you'd say depuis 3 mois or depuis 2 mois. I guess a little over 2 months. Depuis 10 semaines. Okay, try everybody, depuis 2 mois. Je parle français depuis 2 mois. Or depuis 10 semaines. You know what we're saying here? 10 semaines. Depuis 10 semaines. Depuis 10 semaines, since 10 weeks. So literally since. You're going to use the present tense. Je parle, you can just conjugate your verb as you normally would. Je parle français depuis 10 semaines. Let's imagine you take 2 or 3 French classes with me here at MCC. Let's imagine you take 3 semesters up to French 2 or 3, and then you go to France. And you might say, someone say, depuis quand vous parlez français? Depuis quand vous apprenez le français? You could say, je parle français depuis, let's say, 18 months. 18 mois. Okay? Or depuis 2 ans. If you want to say 2 years, it's been 2 years since I've been learning French, maybe depuis 2 ans. Je parle français depuis 18 mois. 18 mois or depuis 2 ans. Okay? Moi, je parle français depuis 30 ans. Okay? I started learning French in middle school 30 years ago or so. So, depuis 30 ans. Actually, I guess I'd say depuis 31 ans. 31 years, but whatever, we'll round it up. Okay, round down. Je parle français depuis 30 ans. Okay, vous comprenez? Voilà. Okay, très bien. All right, that's mostly grammar. In terms of vocabulary, let's have a look right in the beginning. You can study most of this, you can study this on your own, but the vocabulary, you have the weather. So let's have a look at page 74. And you can practice, follow along with me, read along, and just practice saying the words, okay? Le printemps, okay, springtime. Répétez, le printemps. We have mars, avril, mai. Il fait gris, il pleut. Répétez, il fait gris, it's gray out. Il pleut, c'est le printemps. D'accord? Quel temps fait-il? What's the weather? Quel temps fait-il? Il fait gris. Il fait frais. Il pleut. Okay? So they say April showers lead to May flowers, right? So il pleut. Très bien. Okay, now we have the summer. L'été. Répétez, l'été. Voilà. Il y a juin, juillet, août. Répétez, juin. Notice the nasal end there. Juin, juillet, août. Don't forget A-O-U, the circumflex over the U, right? Août. D'accord? Quel temps fait-il en été? Il fait du soleil, il fait chaud. À la plage. Oui. Répétez. Il fait chaud. Il fait du soleil. D'accord? Let's have a look at the vocab down below. Autumn or fall. L'automne. Répétez. L'automne. Septembre. Répétez. Septembre. Octobre. Novembre. Now for these folks, it bears repeating. The RE is sort of hinted at. We're hinting at the RE. It's not Octobre, and it's not Octobre. It's Octobre. I don't know if you can hear the hint of the RE in my throat. Okay, it's kind of the French say raclé. It's like in your throat a little bit. Okay, Octobre, Septembre, Novembre. Par exemple, mon anniversaire est en novembre. J'adore l'automne. Okay, I love fall. It's my favorite season. Quel temps fait-il en automne? Il fait du vent et il fait frais. Répétez, il fait du vent, il fait frais. Okay? Et puis l'hiver. Okay, the winter. Répétez, l'hiver. Les mois, décembre, janvier, février. Don't forget the accent aigu there. It makes a sharp E. Février. D'accord? Décembre, janvier, février. Lowercase letters, by the way. Quel temps fait-il? Il neige et il fait froid. D'accord? Voilà les saisons, les 4 saisons, the 4 seasons. Let's go through some of the vocab on 75, shall we? Écoutez et répétez. Un an, une année, un mois, une saison. Okay. Quelle est ta saison préférée? What is your preferred season, your favorite season? Ma saison préférée, c'est l'automne. L'automne. Okay. Sky, répétez. Le ciel, l'étoile, la lune, la météo, la neige, des nuages. Top of the next column, the rain, la pluie, la tornade, annoncer. To forecast is like you're announcing the weather, right? Annoncer. What's the weather like? Quel temps fait-il? Quel temps fait-il? It's kind of a tricky one. TEMPS. This word means time, as in availability of time, or the weather. Quel temps fait-il? TEMPS. Quel temps fait-il aujourd'hui? The sky is covered, the sky is overcast or cloudy. Le ciel est couvert. Notice the T is silent. Le ciel est couvert. Il fait beau. If it's nice weather out, beautiful weather, il fait beau. Good weather, il fait bon. Humid or muggy, il fait lourd. This word lourd, L-O-U-R-D, L-O-U-R-D. Lourd literally means heavy, like the air is like heavy with moisture. Okay, il fait lourd. And bad weather, il fait mauvais. So if you go out, it's November, it's rainy and cold and lousy, maybe a little snow, and the wind is blowing, you know, il fait mauvais. Il fait mauvais temps. Okay? Très bien. Another important question. Quelle est la date aujourd'hui? Quelle est la température aujourd'hui? As you may know, France and Canada use the metric system, so il fait 14 degrés. The example on 74, quelle température fait-il? Il fait 14 degrés, which should be like 57 Fahrenheit. Okay? Quelle est la date aujourd'hui? Aujourd'hui, c'est le 7 avril, c'est le printemps. Okay? Quel temps fait-il aujourd'hui? It's a little gray out there. Il fait gris, le ciel est couvert. Il fait frais. It's kind of cool today. So the culture on page 77, you have the winter in Quebec has its own specialized vocabulary. Winter is a very long and difficult season up there. They have vocabulary that is sort of specific to Quebec. You would not hear in France. Banc de neige would be a snowdrift or a snowbank. Banc de neige, banc de neige. Okay, really cold out. Il fait fret instead of il fait froid. It's kind of an old French way of saying it. A lot of the old words from like the 17th century kind of were preserved linguistically in Quebec. Quebec was like a little island linguistically. And then powdery snow, fine blowing powdery snow. La poudrerie. Okay, la poudrerie. D'accord? All right, we went over LA. Have a look at page 78 again. LA, you have A plus le goes to O, AU. A plus le is AUX. And then there's no change for a la or a, and then L apostrophe. So if you want to say I go to the university, in normal times, no virus, you'd say je vais à l'université. All right, notice that you have L apostrophe, no contraction. Je vais à l'université. D'accord? À l'université. Je vais à l'université. You have a and you have L apostrophe, and this is feminine, but it starts with a vowel there. That's the most important thing. This would also be true for a masculine noun. Je vais à l'hôtel or à l'hôpital. If you're going to the hospital, à l'hôpital. D'accord? So even though l'hôpital is masculine, you have an L apostrophe, so a and then L apostrophe, no contraction. Je vais à l'hôpital. D'accord? All right, and again, future action using aller. Je vais en France. Je vais étudier. Je vais lire. Je vais travailler. D'accord? Make sure you study all those really well. Page 81, we talked about it in the previous video. Si, or no, we talked about it in this video. Si instead of oui. Si can also mean if, right? Have a look at 81. S'il neige, je ne vais pas sortir. S'il neige, je ne vais pas faire du jogging. If it snows, I'm not going to go jogging, okay? S'il neige, you have an S apostrophe IL, like if it snows, right? Si can mean if, or it can also be yes if you're contradicting somebody. D'accord? Okay, your vocab. I probably don't really need to go over all this vocab. I guess I will just in case you want to listen and repeat and become familiar with it. All right, so listen carefully. Le baseball, these are really easy, I'll fly through these. Le basketball. Le foot, let me just stop that for a second. Soccer, le football. Le football américain. Le golf. Le hockey. I'm not really sure why. I've never been clear why it's not a L apostrophe. Why it wouldn't just be loquet, but whatever. Okay, rugby, le rugby. Think about Toulouse, the city in the south of France where rugby is very popular, right? Le Toulouse. Le tennis de table or le ping pong. Le volleyball. Faire de l'aérobic. Faire du bowling. Faire du cheval. The word for horse, le cheval, for the animal. Faire du cheval. Faire de la gym. Faire du sport. That's what my French friends use for working out. Faire du sport. Faire du patinage. Faire de la planche à voile. Faire de la plongée sous-marine. Faire du ski alpin. Faire du ski de fond. Faire du surf. Faire du yoga. Pratiquer. So pratiquer looks like to practice, right? Pratiquer. Some other additional vocabulary I want you to know. Une équipe. Un joueur. Une joueuse. Un match de football. Faire du jogging, top of 83. Faire du jogging. Faire de la marche. Faire de la natation would be like Michael Phelps, especially as an organized sport. Faire du vélo, Ok, moi j'adore faire du vélo au parc et faire du ski nautique. D'accord. Okay. Page 87, we talked about le jeu de paume, which is like a precursor to tennis and racquetball. All the racket sports, they all kind of got their start with this game in France called le jeu de paume from the 14th century. Le jeu de paume. Okay, so I guess le jeu de paume, literally the game of the palm, because they would hold. I think it was even like originally like handball, and they would hold a racket, so it was like a palm game. Okay, le jeu de paume, like the palm of your hand. Okay, page 88, we have faire. Sorry. Je fais, tu fais, il fait, elle fait, nous faisons, vous faisiez, vous faites, ils le font. Okay. All the vocab in 92, 93 went over it a lot in class. Make sure you study that really well on your own. We talked about depuis, and we talked about our verbs and our adverbs. Yeah. If you look at the end, 106, 107, Toulouse is a city in France, which is really kind of, I consider it like, kind of like Austin, Texas. You know, a lot of young people want to move there. It has really nice weather, a really good science scene. A lot of people who study science and are good at biology and whatnot go there. A lot of biotech and a lot of aerospace, aeronautics, like the company Airbus or Airbus. In the U.S. we have Boeing. In France they have Airbus. Okay, so that's all down in Toulouse. It's considered like a friendly city. People are really nice there. The weather is great. And a lot of young people, when they graduate university, want to move to Toulouse. So I think of it as kind of like Austin, something like that, or maybe like think of somewhere in the Sun Belt where a lot of young people want to move, right? Maybe like California or something. And then a popular sport there is le rugby. All right, so you can do that all over the southwest part of France. You have rugby, and you have a player Clément Poitrenaud on page 108. So he's a rugby star. Go ahead and study your vocab also on page 109 and 110. I'll probably put a little another quiz on Quizlet for you. All right. So hopefully with these two videos, that'll help you to review and do really well on the test that I sent you. And just do your best and study hard and stay safe. Okay, merci. Email me with any questions or concerns. Au revoir, à bientôt. Salut. Bonne journée.